The government shutdown continues this morning once again. Later today, the Senate is scheduled to vote again on a short-term spending bill.
Yeah, that bill would keep the government running for another 7 weeks if it passes. As we take a live look now at our nation's capital, here's where we stand right now. Today's vote will be on a GOP funding bill that has already failed 3 times, and Democrats are expected to block it again today. Senate Majority Leader John Thune says that if today's vote fails, that the Senate will hold another vote on Monday on the same bill. President Trump says that he plans to fire thousands of federal workers during the shutdown, and that could start as early as Monday. Now, there's growing concern about what all this means for critical agencies, especially those right now that respond to weather emergencies.
Yeah, agencies like FEMA and NOAA are already feeling the impact. Julissa Garza is live in the newsroom on this once again this morning. Julissa, we're still in the middle of hurricane season, of course, so what could this mean for Houston?
Well, this government shutdown is complicating emergency response efforts just as Houston and the Gulf Coast enter peak storm months. Now, let's take a closer look at the ripple effects. The National Weather Service and FEMA are considered essential, so they're still working through the shutdown, but without pay and with fewer resources. Forecasters are already stretched thin, and now many are working without a paycheck. NOAA has lost over 560 employees in recent months through layoffs, retirements, and budget cuts, shrinking the agency to its smallest size in decades. Former NOAA Administrator Richard Spinrad says the big concern is what happens if multiple weather disasters hit at once.
What happens if we have another hurricane outbreak and some wildfires in the west, severe drought in the Midwest? All of a sudden, you're stretching that workforce so very thin with regard to providing those services across the country and for all of these different environmental hazards.
Now, here in the Houston area, we know how quickly conditions can change during hurricane season, and federal agencies like NOAA and FEMA are critical for storm tracking, alerts, and post-disaster response. And so the longer this shutdown lasts, the greater the risk to communities like ours.